Hello, you guys. Happy Tuesday. Actually, today is election day. If you're watching on the replay, I did go vote. I did. And I had a little adventure trying to do that today. But anyways, welcome to my page. Tonight I have something super cute to show you, and we're going to do a craft. And I'm really excited. In fact, I'm super excited to show you guys this. But I'm going to pull up my comments over here because sometimes they don't like to work. But you guys, let me know where you're watching from. I'm super curious to see who watches at what time zones at what time. Like, I'm a nerd for info. And so I just like to find out, like, who's watching? Where are you at? What? I was telling my sister today, we went to Hobby Lobby. Let me, hold on. I can't not do multiple things at one time. Let me, I just can't do multiple things at once. Hello, Jerry. What's up, Sandra? How are you? Elizabeth is here too. West Virginia. I went on a trip to West Virginia one time. I'll have to tell you that in some story time tonight. So I went on a trip to meet somebody that I met online. Charleston, South Carolina. Wanda, you are not very far from me. Shelbyville. That's not very far from where I used to live. We used to live in Franklin, Indiana. San Diego, California. Nancy, you are exactly who we were talking about today. Not you, Nancy, but in general, like California people. But it was like 5:30, I think it was, and we were talking, and I was like, girl, this time change has got me all kind of off, because it was like dark. Like, it was like so dark 30, it was like almost the next day. That's how dark it was, in my opinion. It was so dark. And so I was like, but you know what? It's so daylight. It's like lunchtime in like, no, I said it's got to be like 3 o'clock in California. I was like, look it up. So I told her to like Google, like, what time is it in California? And she's like, girl, it's 3:30 in California. I was like, right. She Googles, what time is it in Hawaii? She was like, it's 1:30. I was like, it is lunchtime. It is midday in Hawaii, and it is the middle of the night, basically, in Georgia. Idaho Mountain Time. Well, listen, I am not loving this time change. I feel like my schedule is completely off, and my body is just like, what's happening? What is happening? But we will adjust, and then I will be here for the 9 p.m. and it's still daylight, because I love spring and summer. I am not here for the fall and winter. I like the fall and winter weather. No, I like the fall weather. I don't even like winter weather. But anyways, hello, Julie Bowen. How are you? Thank you for sprinkling. It's 10 o'clock. Okay, so New Mexico. Lori, that's so awesome. It's cold in Kent, Ohio. Well, I'm not trying to go up north. By no means. Hampton, Georgia. I don't know where that's at. Sumter, South Carolina. I think I know where that's at too. Hi, Sheila. So I have something cute to show you guys. And I did a reel this morning. Some of y'all probably saw it already. And I'm just going to need y'all to show hearts, because I need you to be as excited as me, because I am very proud. I'm like that kindergartner, you know? So if you don't remember my stories talking about like how I started doing all the things, I would post it on Facebook like I was a proud kindergartner and show all my friends. And then they would buy my stuff. And so I feel like a proud kindergartner. Y'all, I made the super cutest craft kit. We're going to craft something totally different. We're going to do this one tomorrow, because y'all, I had so many people like, you better craft that, because they want to get it for gifts and they're not really sure like what they would do to make it super cute. But you guys, so yesterday, I had a long laundry list of things I needed to do yesterday. And one of them was I wanted to create a new interchangeable craft kit. And so I was like, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. But I wanted to make it neutral. Okay? I wanted to make it neutral. Julie, oh, you saw it. I saw your comment. I saw it. So I made this. Okay. So let me tell you the story about this. Today's your birthday. Happy birthday, Lynn. This is the scale from our kitchen cutouts. Okay? I don't know if you guys recognize this. This is bigger. It's obviously, I resized it and made it larger. And it's not just one piece. Okay, so I added a stand. That was real interesting. I learned how to do that. And it's got 4 pieces to make it thicker, so it's more chunky. And it layers, and it's got a slot. That was super interesting. I learned a lot about this, okay? So here's where I'm really proud. Number one, I made this myself. I did not design the scale. I'll just tell you the truth about that. Did not design the scale. But I made this interchangeable from this concept, okay? So somebody else made the scale. Anyways, I'm like, that would be so cute to be able to make this interchangeable for a kitchen. Stop it, okay? So I was like, how am I going to do that? How am I going to make this work? And so I had to figure out how to make the slot, okay? So it's already assembled. It's not painted, but let me show you. And then I had to figure out how to make the insert part and make it fit so perfect. I did it in one try. Well, I take that back. I had to redo the little, this guy. I had to redo that one because it was not looking right. But, y'all, they slide right in. Stop it. Stop it right now. Stop it with the goodness. You guys, it's a bouquet of flowers. Okay, so another lady made a comment. I'm not trying to, like, give her a hard time. But she was like, okay, so in one of the inserts, one of these little inserts, is eggs. Okay, so this is the flowers with the greens popping out the sides. I was like, oh my gosh, eggs. Here's why. Okay, she's like, you don't weigh eggs. First of all, you don't weigh a mug or a gingerbread. First of all, this is a cutout. It's decor. We're not going for realistic here, okay? So the eggs could be neutral for like farmhouse decor. They could also be like Easter eggs if you wanted them to be. And if you're really good at tracing lines, you could do this double-sided for Easter or neutral. Right? Okay, so you could do that. But, y'all, hello? I just thought this is fun. So if I was to actually have like a vintage scale and I was to put it in my kitchen and decorate with it, I would probably put faux eggs in it and like nestle them in there and make them look really, really cute. I think that that would be adorable. So anyways, I did eggs. I did a little egg insert. Look at that perfection with that slide right in there. Let me try to do it. Look at that. Do you see that? That is precision. Stop it. I'm so proud of myself. Okay, then we got this guy. So this guy, I had all these little pieces cutting out. They were all like open and it didn't look right. The snowflake was open. I didn't like it. The eyes were cut out. The mouth was cut out. Everything was kind of cut out. And I was like, I don't like that at all. I just didn't like it. I didn't like the way it looked at all. It was very similar to how the flowers are cut. See how the flowers are open? This makes more sense. This did make sense. So I had to recut this one. And I made the little snowflake where you glue it on. Look at this. Stop it right now with the cuteness. Stop it. And they slide right in and out. Somebody was like, how is it interchangeable? Perfection. These are pumpkins. Pumpkins. Okay, you could add little bows to this. You could do a number of things. Lemons. Instantly, I thought about my sister, and I was like, I'm thinking she's going to love this. The lemons. My goodness. Stop it. Stop it right now. Apples. So I did not do them like a traditional, like interchangeable for like every season. I did it to where it would make sense in a kitchen. I'm just being real. I made it make sense for like a kitchen. So, like you would put a bouquet of flowers in your kitchen. Okay, that could be like a number of seasons. The lemons, obviously kitchen. The pumpkins, kitchen. The mug with the cookie, kitchen. Eggs, you guessed it, kitchen. And then there's more. And apples, kitchen. Then there's this one. It says happiness is homemade. So this was separate and I connected it. That was real fun too. And I did the little score line so you know where to paint. and make it look more realistic. But y'all, look at that. I'm so proud of myself. I'm so proud. I told everyone that works here, isn't it cute? Isn't it adorable? Isn't it lovely? Isn't it amazing? And then this piece here just fits in there. So that if you wanted to leave it out, you can, or you can put it back in and paint it like a different color, but it comes in there and you could take it out, like, depending on the season, you could just pop it right out. It comes right out, just like that. So anyways, I just had to show you guys. I had to tell you all about it. We had a lot of people asking, like, how is it interchangeable? Because it's hard to show it in photos with all these little things. Like, so I did a video and I wanted to show y'all how it goes together. And you could just put these in a little box and store them. Sorry, my table is uneven. And then it's got the little pieces. So the two go in the front, the slot goes in the back, and then the solid back piece. And then it's got this little bit of a ledge here, so it sits further to the back than the front, so that if you wanted to, like, put something on here or whatever, you could do that. But you guys, so this would make a really, really, really cute gift idea. And that's one of the reasons why I wanted to take some time before we craft our other project tonight about this. So if you are looking for something that is heartfelt, that is not, I mean, it's my store-bought. It's my store-bought. Number one, it's unique, that it's not something that you find in big box stores. Okay, so if you're looking for something that's going to be that you give to someone, like, you can paint this. You could get one for you and them and say, hey, I got this for us to craft together. Or you could paint it and give it to them finished if they're not crafty. But I just thought this is really fun. You could get it for yourself. I love this idea. Someone who loves baking or cooking, someone who is just loves this stuff, okay? So I wanted to be very intentional about trying to get this kit done so that I can make this be unique. And I've never seen anything like this, and so I really just wanted to show it to you guys before we craft tonight. So I love it, and I hope you love it too. So my sons were like, oh, that's fire. I was like, that is such a compliment from my grown sons. That's fire. That's fire. Okay. I love it. I'll take it. I'll take it any day. They're not going to craft it, but anyways. So I just want to show you, but I'm very proud of this because I did it all by myself. I figured out how to take something that's very one-dimensional, and I turned it into something that was functioning. And this is the whole kit. You get the whole kit, all of these. Some people will sell, like, the base, and then they will sell off the add-ons. I just wanted to do all of them. I wanted to do all of them together. So this is not cheap, I will tell you, because you're getting all of the inserts. You're getting all the little inserts that go in. So if you were to buy these, let's say I put this scale and then I released every month, which I might do. I might do that. I might add on to this. That would be really fun. But if we added on to this, all these little inserts, y'all, I think there's like 7 of them. I think there's 7 inserts, and a lot of the crafty people charge anywhere from $7 to $10 for just an insert, like an add-on. And I'm going, no, I want to do this with all of them. Will it hold on? I don't know. Yeah, magnets will hold this. This is not really heavy. I mean, it'll be heavier to ship, but these aren't heavy at all. So Make a box to put the pieces in. Edith, that is such a good idea. That's such a good idea. Such a good idea. I love that idea. I love it. So anyways, the link is in my shop. The link to my shop is in the description, and you can go shop the menu and find it. But tonight, I promised I was going to do this, and the snowman, I have not forgot about you. Let's see. You wouldn't use all the inserts. It really doesn't matter because it all comes together. So, it's all of it together, and if you don't want to use them, you certainly don't have to. But it will be packaged to sell as all of them. So, you can cut them up and do all the things. Oh gosh. So, I'm doing this tonight. It is a very large kit. I went and did some research on other people who do like interchangeable things, and the base price for their kit with like 1 or 2 of them is like $35. And so I was like, I want people to feel like they're getting a deal, but we're still not like we have certain coupon codes that we send out in your orders. We have like special things that we do, like promotions. We don't want to break even, but we also want to leave room for like, you know, coupon codes and things like that. But I wanted to do something that was substantial, but still affordable, if that makes sense. Okay. So anyways, this is our Christmas tree farm. It's a 9-inch sign, and it has you can hang it on the large stand. Okay. This stand is not for the 15-inch signs. It is for the smaller 9-inch signs. Now, it will probably fit a 10-inch too. What's up, Jane? Thank you, you guys. I appreciate that. So, anywho, I'm really proud. I'm really, really, really proud. And I will say this. I'm a pretty darn good businesswoman. And I'm going to tell you a story. And if you have a business and you're listening, or you have a creative business or a business in general, I want to tell you guys something that might help you. First of all, this is adorable, okay? Adorable. So let me tell you, while I sand, some fun tips, okay? Pass it on to somebody you know. Take notes if you're a note taker. Note takers are history makers. I believe that. So, I love notes. I love taking notes. I'm going to sand all of these. And this is the Christmas tree farm sign. So it's 9 inches, Christmas tree farm. And this is the one we're going to do. I promised I would do this probably 2 weeks ago, and I didn't do it, but I'm going to do it tonight. Okay. So let me share some things with you guys. I'll give you a second to go get a notebook. Okay. So one thing that I've learned is that only you can do you. Okay. Only I can be me. My personality, my ideas, my creativity, my business, my photography, the way that I write, the way that I talk, the way that I create, the way that I do, the way that I am. Okay, so I am one of a kind. And so are you. I am a rare gem, right? We're all rare gems. And so is business. Business is a rare gem. Having your own business, being a business owner with competitors, putting yourself in the market, trying to get your stuff on the shelf of a store right next to your competitor. Like, the list can go on. Okay, so I imagine, and this is for somebody, and it might just help you guys understand. And you guys are smart people. You are so smart. So you probably already know this, but while we sand, why not chit chat? So one of the things I learned several years ago when I started my own business is that you want to price yourself within a market, okay? And pricing yourself within a market does not mean that you go look at Sally and say, Sally's got a craft kit for $10. All my craft kits have to be $10. No, you go and look at Sally and you say, oh, Sally's at 10 for this. Okay, where do I have like something similar, comparable? And you then weigh your numbers. Okay, so you start to take notes. So you don't copy Sally. In fact, you're excited for Sally, because that means that your customers have options and you get to see what Sally has, and you try to be different from Sally, right? So we don't want to be just like Sally, because no one can be Sally, but you want to be you. So you want to make your own craft kits, and you want them to be unique and amazing, and you want them to be priced competitively and comparable to others in the same industry. So you go into the thinking tank and you start dreaming up all of your things, and you're like, oh gosh, my stuff's really different from Sally, but it costs me a lot more to make it than probably Sally, and I spent a lot of time on it, and I feel like it's very competitive. It's another tier, okay, of product. And so you decide to, oh gosh, no one's gonna pay $25 because Sally's is 10. But Sally's doing Sally for Sally, okay? And Sally's got her own things. Sally's got her own expenses. Sally's got her own people, her own, like, she's got her own buying power. Sally is doing her own thing, okay? And you start to second guess yourself. And out of nowhere, you've decided that you are like, I can't do it. So you lower your expectation of what you can offer as a completely different person with completely different qualifications and skills and all these other things, okay? And then Sally is like, wow, I don't really have room to grow. Are you listening? I don't have room to grow. That's what Sally says, because wow, these are really awesome. They're a little bit more intricate. These are really great. And wow, they're too cheap. How is she making any money? How are we as businesses going to come up and grow if we are not interpreting entrepreneurship appropriately? So my craft kits are not Dollar Tree craft kits. My craft kits are not Sally's kits. My craft kits are my kits. And I priced it smart within the market of growth for everyone. So we don't undercut people. We don't sabotage our market that we're doing business in. So the thing is I'm not other people. Neither are you. And so a lot of people are like, charge your worth. Well, I think I'm worth a lot more than $42 because this is my art. This is my design. And there's nothing like it until someone copies it, which always happens. So you can't have your feelings hurt about that. But here's what happens when someone copies you. They think that by charging less than you, that they're going to make more money than you. And the problem with that mindset for me is that I'm not going to change the price of this. My customers that I speak to and bring value to are still going to buy this. And people are probably going to buy that person's cheaper thing because people are like, well, this is what I can only afford to shop with Sally. Well, at some point, Sally's going to have to grow her business, right? And where's she going to grow to? How's she going to grow? How are we going to expand if we have undercut and undervalued ourselves? So, for example, this right here is priced comparably to a finished 9-inch round sign. So if I was to sell this completed, I've done my research, if I was to paint this and sell this, it would sell for $35. I believe this is $24. So I've done all the stuff and you're saving money to not pay the extra, $11 to do it yourself. or I can paint it and sell it for $35. I don't want to do that. I want to encourage like creativity and things like that. So one of the things you have to remember is that only you can do you and be you in the market that you position yourself in. So don't ever second guess yourself. Don't think that your stuff's not good enough or not worth it or a number of things. And if you are comparison shopping, you would find that there's going to be fluctuations. There is always going to be a fluctuation when it comes to the market, because what I buy these boards for might vary from what someone else might buy them for. I buy anywhere from 1,500 to 2,000 boards, and they're now huge. And so I have to buy that many to get the prices good, because I've had to hire more people. So if we have to find ways to cut our expenses, how do we do that? So we've got to have better pricing on our materials, but we're not changing our prices because now our costs have gone up. Does that make sense? So you have to leave room for growth, and you can't always just appease people. You know what I'm saying? Like, the market is the market regardless of what the consumer says. Starbucks is not lowering the prices of their drinks. Do you hear what I'm saying? In fact, the prices of their drinks has steadily gone up because the cost of goods has gone up, because the cost of running a business has gone up. So $7 for coffee, we pay it all the time. I mean, well, most of us do, but other people don't. You're not always going to be for everyone, but you have to remember that you have to protect your industry and your market, that everyone is swimming in this giant ocean. Okay. So if you are struggling or not sure, do your research, do your homework, and know what you're in the, in the pool of. You're in the pool with other people. And if you're respectful to each other's businesses, then you don't undercut your competitor just so that you can rise up. I just feel like that, to me, is not how it should be. Does that make sense? So I just wanted to share that with you guys. I always like to take little bits of time and just share my thoughts to help, like, bring something to someone who's watching, even if it's not for everybody. There's somebody right now who needs to go raise their prices, because you are hurting your market, because people then have an expectation that this kit should be $5 because Dollar Tree says that. I don't care what Dollar Tree says. I don't care what Dollar General does. I don't care what Hobby Lobby does. Don't care. I don't care. You know why? First of all, I'm not even comparable to them. Why? I'm a small business and I don't import things from China. I don't have 72 locations. I don't have a corporate office in Nashville or wherever corporate America is. I'm a small business, and automatically that sets me apart from them. I don't have their buying power either. Most of us don't. We don't. I was at Hobby Lobby today and I told my sister April, I was like, how do we compete as small businesses with big box stores? And it just occurred to me, like, we don't. I will never be able to compete with Michael's or Hobby Lobby or Joann's. I will never be able to compete with Amazon. And that's not how it's supposed to be. And that's why people don't realize that we are the real people. I am the real person. Love Hobby Lobby, but he's not going to come craft with you. He's not going to get on Facebook and come craft with you. But I did see his book in his store today, and I really would love to read that, but I don't read very well. I mean, I read well, I just don't, like, I don't stay focused long enough to read, so I'm like, I need the audio version. I'm gonna need the audio of that book. So he said it's like sharing all the secrets to Hobby Lobby. I'm like, well, first of all, it's not all the secrets, but it's the story. You know what I'm saying? So anyways, I just wanted to share that with you guys and explain like how your mindset has to be when it comes to running a small business. And if that's you, if you're just starting, if you don't have a craft business, but you have something else, like don't, you know, I think Damon said not very long ago that you don't have to put out somebody else's light for your own to shine brighter. All of the lights together shine together brightly, okay? And so there are people who are my business friends who sell craft kits. Our prices are different, but we're all in the range, you know what I'm saying? So if that's you, you got this, and you're going to do great, big, amazing things. I just know it. Okay, so now that we're done sanding and telling the story, hello. What is up? Cindy, are you finally able to view her? Thrilled. Hello, seeing it tonight too. Okay, so I'm going to scoot you back. So if you were taking notes, the moral of the story is, the market is the market regardless, and you have to position yourself within the market and then position yourself respectfully within the market to grow. And people were in the market long before you were there. So I had to realize that I am special, but so are a bunch of other people. I am talented, but so are a bunch of other people. Any news in the building? No. I've been looking at my email trying to like figure out what they're going to do, but no. I'm still waiting. I am anxiously waiting. I wanted to show you guys this before we do it. So it's really simple. It just says Tree Farm down here at the bottom. And I'm going to show you. I'm just going to place them in, just place the letters in here so you guys can see like what it looks like before we paint it. Okay, so it looks like so. And I know my stuff is backwards because of my phone. But it says Christmas Tree Farm. It will not come backwards. It is actually written the right way. To me, I see it the right way, so it's not backwards. But to you guys, it probably is. But it says Christmas Tree Farm. And we're going to do this frame. The outside of it is going to be brown. And we're going to do, I'm just going to give you my inspiration for this one. And you guys can do it however you want to. So, I want to do this brown frame. I want to do a red barn. I'm going to do the traditional, like, green wire with the little light bulbs that are going to be white. I want to do the green trees, the trunk. I'm going to do snow across here. This is going to be like a post right here. And we're going to do all the things, okay? Now, here's what I wanted to do a little bit different. I want to do the back of this more of a night scene than like a shiplap, or is it storming where I'm here? No, it is not. But my phone has been acting very crazy, and my new phone won't be here until towards the end of November. So I'm still using my broke phone. My sound is awful. I've noticed that my connection sometimes comes and goes. It'll drop my internet connection. Then it'll say on my screen, it'll say reconnecting, connected to so-and-so Wi-Fi. I'm like, my phone is broke. Okay, that's just all there is. So please forgive me. Just forgive me on that one until my new phone comes. But I had to order a new phone and had to have a terabyte of memory, and they don't carry those in the stores. So they had to special order it. So now we wait, right? Now we wait. So here's my idea, okay? So I was like, okay, should we do the graphite? It's like a gray. I feel like this could be like night-ish. Could be night-ish. But then I was like, okay, well then we got a blue, but I'm leaning more towards the gray for the night. But the blue, I thought, could do the blue. Because I've done like a blue, but I'm thinking more along the lines of gray. So I'm going to do graphite, and I'm going to put it on here, and we're going to sand it, and we're going to make it look really cool. Okay. Also, there it is. I'm going to use the antique wax instead of the brown stain. And I'm just going to use a baby wipe. Mix them. Maybe we'll add a little something if we need to. How about that? All right, so we're going to spray this with a little bit of water. So the reason I spray this, in case you guys are newer, is because I really want this to soak in to this material. And sometimes when you don't spray it with water, and I do mean like lightly spray, sometimes it wants to lay on top of the product, like the material, and it doesn't want to soak in. And I want it to soak in. I don't really want it to lay on top. So I'm just going to take my Waverly wax and wipe it over. I don't want a whole lot, but I want enough. And this is going to add a little bit of richness to our color as we layer the other colors on top. Now some areas are going to probably be lighter or darker. Just depends on the material. And then I'm just going to wipe this back. And then we're going to dry it. Now this is not an oil-based wax, it's water-based. So it does work really well with the water-based paints. A chippy background would be really pretty. It would, but I'm going to do something different, okay? I just have something in my mind I want to do. Okay. So brown, and we're going to do the gray over that. This is a little bit of an orangier brown than the burnt umber, so I think it'll be okay. Hello, Darlene. How's it going, you guys? Thank you for sharing. I appreciate that. Thank you for the stars. Somebody sent stars. Not required. Not required, but I do appreciate it. I see you. Okay, so I'm drying this. And you can kind of see the color change. It lightens it up just a little bit. I stuck my finger right there, but the frame will cover this. Okay, so we've got our background. Now we're going to take this. Thank you, Robin. I appreciate that. Oh, Jennifer, that's very sweet of you. Okay, so let me get my plate, because I want to use my plates. Y'all, if y'all noticed, Dollar Tree does not have a lot of the paper plates. All of them are plastic. So the only paper plates I've been able to find are stinking blue ones. Like, what about the white? What about the black? No, I got blue plates. Thank you. Suzanne, you're very sweet. Thank you. All right, so, okay. So I'm going to take my sponge. I'm going to get it wet. I'm going to put water on it and watch it drip. What's up, Ashton? Hello. I need some water in this. Okay, so my sponge is wet, kind of like you would do if you were applying makeup. You want to start with like a wet sponge. And then I'm also going to add some water on the plate, like over here, okay? And I just have beaded water right here. So I'm gonna take my sponge, it's a little bit wet. Scoot you guys back just a little bit more so you guys can see like what's going on here. So I'm gonna take my sponge and my paint and kind of soak it in. Just like so. And then I'm gonna take a little bit of water and soak it into that paint and kind of water my paint down just a smidge. Okay, so then I'm gonna go this direction. So the holes are on the right side, this is my right hand, and I'm just going to wash it down like that. And I'm gonna be really kind of sloppy with it. I have to turn it a couple times. So what is happening is I'm getting a little bit of streaking, like the paint is streaking. Okay. And I'm gonna add that water back. And I'm gonna keep going. I'm not gonna like swoosh it and keep working it. I'm just gonna go just like this. Now our design is going to cover some of this. I need more water on my plate. Okay, let's go back over here. Oops. So you know how sometimes like at night there's like a fog? So when I paint stuff and I craft, I imagine things in my mind that really probably aren't there. But I feel like it's got a little bit of a fog look. Just a little. It kind of looks like it's got a little planet Earth fog look. And it's streaky and it's all going one direction. And I'm trying not to go back and disturb it. Okay, so by adding the water to the paint, it kind of thins it out a little bit more. What could you use instead of a sponge? What could you use instead of a sponge? I mean, you could use a paintbrush. You would probably want to dry brush it, maybe. Or use a paintbrush and drag through with a wipe. My screen over here isn't blurry, so I don't know if you guys are blurry. I don't have a blurry screen. Sorry, I was looking for my dryer. I will check my internet here in just a second. Yes, a foam brush would work too if you don't have the sponge. But I was thinking if she doesn't have a sponge, she probably doesn't have a foam brush. Possibly. Okay, so it's pretty much dry. And it looks like that. It looks really unfinished. It looks like, girl, you need to do something with that. I know, but we're going to layer this over it. So now we've got this, okay? See how it's kind of like a sky look? So I thought if I apply this paint with a sponge and I do it streaking and I dilute it down and it soaks in and it kind of lays on top and it drags, then it kind of creates that foggy kind of sky look. That's what I was thinking. Okay, so then down here below, I'm gonna do do I want to do? Because I feel like I should do something different down there. But I do think it's okay. I think it's okay. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to leave this. I'm not going to do anything else to this. I'm going to leave it. Okay. Well, we'll distress it if we need to. And then we'll come back and do some like snowy things if we want. It's just, you know, a matter of preference. Okay. So next I am going to do the burnt umber for the frame. Okay. And our little post here. And I'm just going to use a plate for this. I don't know what she said about her computer. What did she say? I'm just checking you forgot my password. Is there any way I can still get stuff? Susan, if you go to the login page or you go and like add things to your cart and you go to log in, it'll say forgot password. If you hit that, enter your email, it'll send you a new password or it will let you reset it. Okay. Have you ever tried the hairspray crackle method? I have not, but I've seen it done on a video and it's really cool. Maybe wheat colored grass. Possibly. We'll come back to our background momentarily. Okay. So right now we're going to do the frame. Oh, let me check my internet really quick. Sorry, let me check my internet really quick. I feel like it could be just a problem. Pause. It's going to freeze for just a second. And I'll be right back. I'm just gonna, I'll come right back. Okay. Did that work? I'm waiting. No, it's like, now it's weird. I'm telling you, it's my phone. Telling you it's my phone. I'm looking at it. So disappointing. It did not fix it. Do you see how it surges? Let me see if I unplug my charger. Sometimes it's that charger too. I'm watching myself. What's it gonna do? Did it fix it? I think it maybe fixed it. Or it could be my... Nope. It's my phone. Now my voice is in and out. Is my voice in and out? Close it out and come back. Let me see what mine's doing. Y'all, I'm really sorry. I'm really sorry. It's doing. Sorry. Okay, let me close it. Close. Let's open it. Close it. Close. Open it. Do you hear it? Do you hear the weird static? Hear the weird static? My phone is junk. Hold on. Hopefully that fixed it. My apologies, y'all. Tammy, bless you, girl. I've been fine for you the whole time. Okay, it fixed it on my end. So I disconnected from that. I was hooked up to the house Wi-Fi. And then I hooked up to this one. So it must have been the fact that I'm trying to connect to the house. And I'm so far away. And then we've got this metal roof. I think something was off. But I think maybe now it's fixed. So let's just try. Let's just see what happens. We'll just keep going. Looks good. It looks good for me. Okay. So let's go and do our frame. We're going to do the outside edge brown for this one. You can do yours however you like. Oh, I'm doing the whole thing. Sorry, y'all. Sorry, I forgot to tell you that. We're doing the whole thing. Forgot we're staining the whole thing because we want all of this to be a rich color. That's my bad. We're leaving the frame brown, but we're staining the whole thing. Fixed it. Fantastic. Hallelujah. Okay, so I was going to tell you guys a story. Oh, my voting story. So we built a house and we changed our address, and I got the precinct polling location sent to us in the mail. So my husband goes, he gets to go vote today. I wait till the absolute very last minute. It's like 6:20 at this point. It's like 6:20. So I'm like, oh gosh, probably need to figure out where I need to go. So I called my husband. I was like, hey, where do I need to go? Where'd you go? So he tells me where he went, and I go there and I walk in, and they were like, yeah, you don't vote here. You have to go back to Macomber Park. That's your place to vote. And I was like, what? But we moved. And so I guess that it didn't update for this time, but it will update for next time. So I had to drive all the way back to where I had just came from to go vote today. But let me tell you about where I did go to vote first time. Their parking lot is grass, and they have the little parking spots mowed out, and it's dirt. I don't even know how to explain that. So under your car is grass, but where you park, on each side, instead of being a painted line there, it's dirt. And it's gullied out. It was the most interesting parking lot I'd ever seen. So that was really fun. Anyways. Anywho. But I did get to go vote. You know, I don't like to talk political things. By no means. I'm not a political person. Because they'll get people all kind of riled up in the comments. And I really don't want to do that. Because we all got our own opinions and all the things. But y'all, I think I shared this last year. Maybe before. I don't remember. I want us to have an election where everyone has a blurred out name tag, and it's like they're wearing a mask, like the Masked Singer, so we don't know who they are. So it's no longer about the person, and it's about the policies. I thought that was brilliant. But do I think that will happen? Probably not. Probably not. But a girl can wish, right? I don't like any politicians. I want to focus on the policies. So, dang. Because we're in such a mess, you guys. Our country's in such a mess. We need to focus on the things that are super important. That's my 2 cents. That's my 2 cents. That's all I got for you. But I did go vote. I got my sticker too. Okay, so next we're going to do our barn is going to be red. Hello, Amy Stover. How's it going? All right, super bright red, but we're gonna when we paint this, it's going to make it a little richer because we did the brown underneath. So I'm gonna go ahead in with this here red. It is Tuscan red. It's one of my favorite reds from Decor. And I'm just going to go all the way around my barn. And I'm going to try to leave a little bit of a trimmed area so that I can do like a roof line. Like a roof line. What does my shirt say? It says, you do you, boo. You do you, boo. All day, every day. You do you, boo. It was in my shop, but I'm trying to get another shirt provider to do my shirts for me because I don't want to make them myself. I mean, I'm willing to if I need to, but I really don't want to. I don't want to have to buy all the equipment, and I don't really think that it'd be fun. I like to design the sayings for the shirts. I just don't want to make them. I don't want to sign up for that. It doesn't sound like fun. So I'll let somebody else who likes to do that do that. So we used Printful is who was fulfilling our shirts before, and then they raised all their prices and didn't tell me they raised their prices. And so my shop was not reflecting all the changes, so I had to go and make all the I had to deactivate everything because it was costing me money. And I was like, well, that's not a good move. So we don't have any shirts in the shop right now, but we do have them coming back soon. I just have to get on that. I gotta get back on that. But this is it was a really popular shirt. Yeah, I agree. I feel like I could be a really good political advisor, and that would be my only advice. I'm totally joking, you guys. But, nevertheless, we're all pretty smart people, and I don't know, I just am like, you know, we need change, but we need real, like, productive change. And that's my 2 cents on that. Where can we get that cut out? Laura, this is in my shop, and we are also going to do the large stand to hang it because I want to, I'm going to do my stand really neutral because I want to put this at my house, and I want to have something to hang this on. I have an entryway area, and I actually have an entryway for the first time in like forever. I have an entryway to my house, super cute entryway, and I want to put this in there on a stand, and so that's why I'm doing the stand to go with it, because I don't want to like put this on a door, like on a door hanger or like on a wreath as like an attachment or something. I want to hang it by itself. And I'm doing my colors for my home, with the exception of like the gray color in the background. My colors for Christmas are red, white, and black, and then like some wood tones too. So that's why I'm choosing these colors. Thank you, Sharon, for sharing that link to the scale. I didn't grab it. I should have, but I didn't. So I appreciate that. You are a gem for sure. Okay, so red barn. I'm doing it, y'all. Doing the red barn. And I also did the barn in the Creative Haven that Dallas, who is a member in the Creative Haven, I believe it was Dallas that submitted that. idea for us to craft. So every quarter or so, we do something where I like to do interactive things with the like people in the Creative Haven, and they get to submit like photos of things they've seen online, stuff they've screenshotted that they want to make, and then everybody makes their submissions, and then all the members go in and they like react and they give a heart to the things that they want to make most, and that's kind of like a vote. And so that project was voted on in the top 10, and then it made it to the top 4. So that became one of our crafts that we did in the Creative Haven. And I love it. And then I saw it today when I was at Hobby Lobby. And I was like, there's the barn. So cute. Okay, so my barn, I left my roof so I can paint that just like that. All right, so I think we're good. And I'm gonna dry this really quick. What's your favorite brand of paint to use? I love Deco Art. So I had never really thought about Deco Art. I had always been an Apple Barrel. I'm Apple Barrel. I like the pigmentation of, like, the richness of the color of the Deco Art. So for me, I went today to Hobby Lobby and I stocked up on new paint because a lot of my paint colors are running low. So I need to get new paint. Plus, I was able to partner with Deco Art last year whenever we did our Christmas boxes, and I was able to get paint wholesale from them. Even though I'm not a retailer, they let me buy paint at wholesale so that I could include it in my boxes. For our Christmas craft box last year. Okay, so barn is red, and now I'm going to do the roof black. Okay, we're going to do black roof. I love crafting too. It's my thing. I don't like cooking. I don't like cleaning. I don't like laundry. Don't like grocery shopping. You know, mainly the things that y'all don't like to do too. Some of y'all like to do the baking and the laundry and all the stuff. I just am not that girl, but definitely love the crafting for sure. Okay, so I'm taking a round brush like this, like a little skinny brush, and I'm going to do the roof. And this is not etched, but you can kind of eyeball it. So that's what I'm doing with this, is just going across the roof line, and then I'm going to add a little bit of white to the edge to where it like stands off. Tammy hates to cook. Me too. My husband loves it. I'm like, you can do that. Live your best life. Leave me out of it. Been decorating for Christmas. That's what my plan is for this weekend. My plan is to do all things Christmas at my house. And my husband has to go and empty our trailer, because when our new machines came, he put all the super large crates in the enclosed trailer and then forgot that they were there. So he took off Monday, which is yesterday, and came with the trailer. He hooked it up, brought it over here, was gonna go through the attic and bring all of our Christmas stuff to our new house, and he was like, yeah, all the crates are still in the trailer. And I was like, well, you ain't got no room to put any stuff, so you're gonna have to go to the dump Saturday and like get rid of all that stuff. Can't wait to see the house decorated. Me too. I'll be honest with you guys and tell you the truth when I tell you this, and y'all are going to be like, girl, what is wrong with you? I am just so disappointed in myself that I really, really, really thought that I was just going to be like, let's decorate all the things. And honest to goodness, I really, really, really am like, I'm going to decorate. But I am not excited. And I'm going to tell you why. Our house is not done. And it's so disappointing. It's so utterly disappointing. Our house is not done. I still don't have fireplace logs. We still don't have some of our trim in our house. I feel like if I go and do all the things, that the builder is just going to come in. Why is it not done? Don't know. Don't know. Our garage door was painted and then it rained the same day. All of our paint bubbled on our garage door. We have areas on our floor that have flooring pieces that have to come up and be redone because there is debris under our flooring, and you don't really know that there's debris under the flooring. Not like a lot, just there's spots where you can see the little indentation that's starting to form because we're walking on it more. We also have spots of the floor where it's starting to, because we're walking on it, you know, you've got traction going, that the planks are starting to lift and peak. So I'm just like, I want to be excited to do all the things, and then I'm like, but they're just gonna tell me like, can you do this and can you do that? They're gonna be in there doing all this stuff, and I just am like, should I bother? Should I bother? I'm gonna bother. I'm gonna do all the things. There's our barn roof. But it just makes me really irritated. I keep saying that I'm going to cancel my order for my fireplace logs. And I really want those logs, so I'm willing to wait. Just like, how long do we have to wait for them? They're on back order. Y'all, there's still delays on stuff, and it just is awful. But anyways, I'm irritated. If I'm just being real, I'm just irritated in general about it. I don't really know what else to say. I'm irritated. All right, so we did our barn, and now we're gonna do our green on our light wire. The problem is, I'm gonna be real honest. The problem is we're no longer priority. Okay, we're living there. It's not affecting our ability to live there. My driveway is still not fixed. They dug it up and re-poured it, and it's still holding water. Our landscaping has not been done. We've got some things that need to be addressed that just haven't been addressed. Hello, Fran. So anywho, yeah. So we're going to do green wire, because you know, green wire. And then we're going to do our trees green while we're doing this, okay? So I'm going to do the little pointy thing. It is frustrating. So in a way, it kind of makes you feel like it's stealing your joy. I was like, I'm so ready for this. It's going to be so fun. Y'all, the house is so beautiful, and I absolutely adore it. I adore this house so much. My husband and I have literally, we're just so blessed, because people at our age typically don't get to build houses that are, I'm not saying I said typical, so I guess that would be, you know, pretty truthful, but most people at 44 don't get to truly like custom design a house and like build it and then actually live in it. So I did the green wire. I thought that was pretty traditional. You know, most of the lights are like green wire. It's kind of tacky, but at the same time, it's super cute. So, anyways, yeah. So I'm kind of frustrated. And I think it's okay to be frustrated. And it is what it is. It is what it is. But I will tell you what. I have money. I am not paying a single dime out of my pocket of what is remaining until it is 100% complete. So, there's that. I ain't doing it. So I'm painting the trees now. I'm using one of Avery's brushes. Tacky. So, I say tacky. Don't take offense to that, Gloria. Don't take offense to it if you're offended. I didn't mean it like offensive way. I'm saying, so for me, we always did white wire, like on our outside of our house because it's not as visible on our white trim. And so every year we have to make a return because we buy the green wire. Because if you put the green wire up, then you can see it on your white siding. Does that make sense? That's what I'm talking about when I say that it's looks kind of tacky, is because you can see the wire stringing and it doesn't blend in with your siding. Okay. There's nothing wrong with the green wire at all. Like, at all. I'm saying, when you can see the little clumped up, you know when you're putting on the lights on your house and you got that little connector point and there's all the little wires are right there, so then you like clump them up and zip tie them and then they're just like it hides better, you know, when you do the white wire. But you can do green wire. It's completely up to you. It's your money. Get you some green wire. I don't care. But I'm just saying, on my house, it was so noticeable. Y'all, we've got white trim and a black roof and a green house. It was super noticeable. And better yet, this one year, my husband hung all the icicle lights with green wire, and it got left that way. So, I'm just telling you, it's okay. But I say that because could have used the white wire on this. Yo, I'm a very imaginative with my thoughts. I'm super imaginative. I literally storytell in my crafting mind. Like, I will imagine how this happened. Oh, y'all, let me tell you what. I already know, I've already seen some of your comments about the super frustration when it comes to our house. Believe me. Believe me. Believe me. We've had plumbing issues. We've had stove issues. I still don't have my hood vent. We've got a temporary hood vent in our kitchen. And it is what it is. So I feel like I'm just frustrated. So I just like, I'll live here and I'll just come home. I'll relax on the couch. And we have all the time in the world to decorate all the things. Oh, the West Virginia story. Okay, so y'all are gonna laugh. Okay, don't laugh too much, but you're gonna laugh. Probably you're not gonna laugh if you've done this, if you can relate to this, if you remember this. If you haven't, then you're gonna be like, oh, that's funny. Another winner for the porch. I'm still deciding. It's on order, but we can send it back. We can send it back. Hang on, y'all. So back in the day, I'm going to tell you a long story, okay? So just stick with it. So back in the day, do y'all remember when YouTube was just a thing? Okay, YouTube was, it wasn't YouTube as in the YouTube we know and love today, okay? It was new. People were posting videos, they were doing all the things, and I had YouTube, and I had found this video. I don't know how, it was something autism related, because my youngest son, Caden, has autism. I'm getting a paintbrush to do our white lights and our white snow, okay? So, my youngest son, Caden, has autism. He is almost 19 now. Hi, Ann. And back then, he was about 4. How old is YouTube? Oh, story time. Story time. Just want you guys to know that it has a backwards hat and the little strap. My eyelashes. Normally, my eyelashes are a lot louder, but, you know, you get it. It's got a messy bow. It says story time. It's got my braids. That's how we roll. And then it says, stop it. That's adorable. Okay. It should also say the word okay, but it doesn't. Anyways, so, I don't know how old YouTube is, but back in the day, I had been like looking up stuff on videos, about autism. And I saw a lady's video, and she was doing fun little things with her like mom community of parents who had, you know, just little kids. Some kids had, you know, like disabilities or were on the autism spectrum, things like that. But they did little photo contests, okay? So people had their own little websites. They had little forum groups, and I came across these things where I would, you know, Caden loved to take photos, and he loved to be like in the spotlight. He was so stinking adorable, and I wanted him to know like how amazing he was and how special he was, even when people were like not accepting people with like autism or disabilities. So I was like, I am going to submit my kids to these photo contests, okay? Ran by moms. Some of you guys probably will remember some of these things if you were ever a participant in them. And so one of the ladies, her name was Tammy, and her son's name was Matthew. And she ran a little photo contest website called, let me see if I can remember. I want to say it was like Gents and Gems or something, like photo contests or something like that, okay? And there was no awards. It was just little certificates. And they were certificates that she would make on like a photo editor, and she would email them to you. You could print them out, and your kid got like most photogenic and all the things. And her name was Tammy. Okay, she's a very big advocate for like autism and things like that. And so I became like, we exchanged phone numbers and we started talking. We found that we had like some things in common. I did the snow at the bottom of our little like winter scene here. So, after a couple years, you know, my kids had won, it's like a pageant, but online through photos. There was no video. It was just, you submitted photos that you had taken of your kids, and all the moms got to like vote on like who they thought was like most photogenic, best personality, like all the things, okay? So Caden was like, he won a lot of certificates, okay? And I would print them out and put them in his room on his walls. And I would tell him like how amazing he was, okay? Even Zach and Dylan won awards. because they would do like Big Brother, Best Big Brother, Cutest Big Brother, Cutest Little Brother. You know, it was really fun little, and there was nothing, you didn't get a trophy, you didn't get money, you didn't get anything. You got a certificate that just said recognition, okay? It was just for fun, for us to just have fun as moms, okay? So I met this lady named Tammy through that, like, photo thing. And she had little, like, clip art that was like, you know that little, the GIFs now. Well, back then they were like it was the up and coming thing with the little like movement of like things that were on websites that had like motion, and they were like emojis that were like moving and things. So she had a little like glitter autism ribbon on her little photo contest website. And I was like, oh my gosh, I bet she has connection to someone she knows that has autism. So we ended up in the forum, like messaging, you know, and we ended up like exchanging phone numbers. I was like, hey, email me. And then we talked. I'm not kidding you. We became such fast friends because we had something that was so strong in common, and our kids were like the same age. But my kid was verbal and her child was nonverbal, but yet they were like the same kid. It was crazy how our kids were like a carbon copy with a few subtle changes, okay? So we really connected in that way. And we have recently talked on the phone for like several hours, just catching up on like where she's at, where we're at, all the stuff, where like her kid is, where mine is, how they progress, because, you know, you lose touch with people. So at one point in time, I told my husband, I was like, hey, they've invited us to come to West Virginia, and I believe it's Huntington, West Virginia, if my memory serves me correctly. And we went there. They don't live there anymore, but we really wanted them, the boys, to meet each other, okay? And so we took a road trip. Me, my husband Mark, we stayed 5 days in West Virginia, and our 2 kids played like they had known each other their whole lives. And it was so cool to see that there was no meltdowns. There was no kids didn't understand them because, you know, they're different. They were like, they were just so perfect to be playing together. So we were there, and we literally met online, went to West Virginia, stayed in a town where we didn't know these people. There was no like worrying about meeting people on the internet like you do nowadays. It was just like it was so weird. It was like we just knew them. And we've stayed in contact somehow, like just like through Facebook and things like that. And I will see like her things, and she will see like some of the things that I post, and then we just get on the phone and pick up where we left off, like all these years later. And it's just so fun. But here's our little lights on our green wire with our trees. And I want to show you what it looks like on our board. Now we're going to add snow to kind of highlight so it pops off of this. But I just wanted to show you like what it looks like so far. Okay. It is so awesome. It really kind of is a God thing, because I did not have anybody in my family that even knew remotely what I was dealing with a child who has like an autism spectrum disorder. So Caden has Asperger's. He has high functioning autism. That's what my ribbon is. My tattoo on my arm is, so I am a mom, a grandmother. I have a son with special needs. There's just a whole lot of facets to who, like I am in my family. that we have had struggles in life. Like we've had encounters with things that are just uncomfortable. But it was really cool to meet someone who kind of understood our kids. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't have to go into the long story as to why he's biting himself today. Or why he is doing certain things or repeating certain words, or why he's been in the same outfit for 6 days because he's obsessed with what he's wearing. And if you try to like disrupt his mind, he's going to literally, like, he's not going to die if he wears the same clothes. You know, it's like, make a choice here. So nevertheless, I just feel like, so I'm putting a little snow on our roof with the paintbrush just from the side. But it was just really cool to like meet someone who understood, and I didn't have to explain it. I didn't have to, you know, justify the choices that I was making for my kid. Because, you know, sometimes we would go to church and people would be like, we just don't understand. Like, we just don't commonly do, like, normally do those kind of things. Like, well, he's a little extra. So, you know, they didn't understand. People just didn't understand. And sometimes we don't expect people to understand. But it was just really nice to meet someone who could relate, you know, on a different level. Putting snow on the top of our roof, because, you know, the snow's on the top and the snow is like on the sides too. So you can see a little smidge of it. So that's my West Virginia story. I met someone on the internet and I ended up in West Virginia. And I don't meet people online. Like, I just don't. I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but I'm just like, nowadays we have to be superly cautious. It is very hard for people to understand. You know, a lot of people don't understand why Caden still lives with us. They don't need to understand. They're like, Caden can live with us forever, because I know that he is going to adapt to the world in a very different way than other people. And some people can relate to that and some people can't. And that's okay. All right, I gotta do my little drippy snow on the roof that comes down the front. Caden is very... he's very smart. He is super... He's just awesome. He really is. He's Caden. I don't know how else to explain that. If I let him come and craft with me, you guys, he will talk to you about whatever he is hyper focused on right now. You don't even have to be the least bit interested. And he'll just tell you all about the things. I think honestly, I want to get him a computer for Christmas, like a really good one for Christmas. There's a closet in our upstairs of our house that we currently have that doesn't have any electricity wired to it, but I want it to be wired, because I want to give it to him for like a recording, like doing voiceovers and things like that, because that's kind of his comfort level of people, like being around people. And he doesn't really do well around others. You know what I'm saying? But he is exceptional still, regardless. So I got to clean up this little area because I got too much paint on there. Right through here. On the black. And I think that is good. Alright, so I did my little... I feel like it needs more white on this side. Just a little bit. Do a little more white. Just a little. There we go. And then I'm going to do just a little on the light, the wire of the lights. What is that spot right there? Oh, it just got stuck there. I want this to kind of be a little snow covered. Little light string of lights. So cute. Your niece lives in Huntington, West Virginia. That's awesome. Hello, Natalie James. Y'all, my video is so... What's going on? It's just I've got to get a new phone. Okay, so we got snow, and we're going to do some snow on our trees. And what that's going to do is help it kind of pop up off of this board. Like so. We're going to do our trees. It's just going to be really cute. And we might do a little sparkle in the back, because I don't really like how dark it is. She works for DSS. I don't know what DSS is, but it's awesome. It's not your internet, it's mine. Actually, I don't know if it's my internet or my phone. My phone's been really crazy. So we're gonna do snow on our trees. Just like this. Again, completely up to you what you want to do with yours. I'm just doing my trees snowy because that's what I kind of envision for them. Just kind of like that. Whoops. Just gonna dot some snow on our trees. Just a little bit. Oh, Department of okay, gotcha. Yeah, so that's my fun little West Virginia story. Nowadays, y'all, I'm super cautious about who I meet. I really am, because you just never know. I watch a lot of true crime. That's probably why. I'm super cautious. And then I was leaving today to come over here to craft with you guys, and my husband's like, you need to be careful. I'm like, I'm always careful. I was like, why are you always worried about me so much? And it's like, I'm like, I'll be fine. And he's like, there was literally just an announcement, y'all. There was a robbery of our Zaxby's, okay, at dinner time. So they were chasing whoever, and I'm like, they don't know me. They're not coming for me. He's like, but you never know. The Zaxby's is not very far from our house, but I believe that they caught the people. Hello, Jill. How do you join my page? Well, if you swipe to the right, I believe that there will be a follow sign there if you want to follow our crafting community here and be a part of our club. And I swear to you, next time I'll have better internet. Pretty sure I will. When my phone comes. Yeah, my phone is, I've probably said this before, like, I can only make calls and receive calls on speakerphone. Good old phone right here. Oh, we'll take you camping and river rafting? Oh, no. I'm not a camper, and I do not river raft. I don't like boats at all, even though I do go to Crab Island. A person came in the flower shop near us with a knife. That is interesting. Of all the places. Of all the places. You know, can you just imagine what their thoughts are? Oh, let's go hold up the local flower shop. Why? I did, Jane. I ordered my phone. It's a terabyte. It's a new phone. And it's coming. It's on order. I already paid for it. We're just waiting for it to arrive. Okay, so I'm going to go over my little X. I'm going to actually use a paint marker for that, because I don't think I'm going to be able to get this. Flipping left doesn't work. Go to Amber's main page. Click the follow. If you tap the screen, it should show it there too. Hang on. Oh, on my iPad, it's not doing anything. I don't know. It's not doing anything. So exactly how old is my phone? It's an iPhone 13, but I've had it, I got it new. I got it when they were newly out, and here we are today with, you know, I think they do this every time a new phone comes out. They start updating, and then it's like your phone starts like acting like all crazy. So then you're like, my speaker stopped working, my microphone, I can't hear, I can't type, my screen's frozen, like all the things. Can I go live on my iPad? Yeah, I never thought about that. My iPad's a little older too. It's an older iPad. I think I've had it for a couple of years. So we've got our little X on our barn. And we have only a few more things to do. And then our barn will kind of be done. And then we will do our letters. And then we will start doing our background. And I think it's going to be really good. Doing the little drawer. Little X's. With this paint pen. You know, I love these paint pens. I don't know if you guys like paint pens, but I love paint pens. You still have the 7 Plus, Julie, stop it. Girl, there's like 4 other, no, there's this, we're on iPhone 14. 14. Girl, how? How? My phones get used way too much for that. No. My memory on my phone, I have like 60,000 photos. I've got 8,000 videos on my phone. I work from my phone a lot, so there is no way that would fly for me. Just letting you know. It's not gonna work for me. All right. So we're gonna do a little bit of silver. Silver. Where are you? There it is. Sorry. Silver. You love true crime? Me too. My husband had his flip phone for years. You upgrade. You got rid of the 6 and upgraded to the 12? Dang, girl, that's an upgrade. That's some upgrade. Dang. Well, I will tell you, I used to be a Samsung user, and then I switched to the iPhone side. You went from a 6 to a 13. Big difference, right? So I used to be a Samsung user because the photo quality for a Samsung is just phenomenal. When you get super glue on your hands and fingers, how do you get it off? Well, let me tell you a trick. If you use acetone and sandpaper, it works pretty great. You got to use the acetone. You can't just use like fingernail polish remover. You got to use acetone. I get it mine at Kroger, and I have a little pump of it here. It says 100% acetone, and it's got a little push thingy, and I take my wipe. I'll show you what I do. Let's pretend that this, I'm going to put some paint on my finger. This is, I'll pretend that that is super glue. And I just clean my brush. And it's okay. So that's super glue. Okay. So I would take my wipe and I would put acetone on it. My wet wipe. And then I would wet it like this while it's still a little wet before it dries. And then I take my sandpaper and I just go over it like that. And then I'll get the acetone again, go back over it, and then I will sand it with sandpaper again. This is light sandpaper, it's not rough. And it just usually will get that off. Maybe not completely off, but that's how I get my super glue off my fingers. Just my thoughts. So that's what I do. Okay. Next. Okay, silver, because we got to do our little light bulby things. So we're going to use the silver paint to do our light bulb connector right there. For our bulbs. Just like so. Super cute, right? Looking adorable. All right, let's clean this because I've been switching in between brushes. Oh, you're good at gluing your fingers together? Me too. Me too. Yeah, it's a lot of trial and error. That may not work for some people. Some people may not want to sand your fingers. But it works for me. Okay, let's dry this. Our tree trunks are already brown. I'm really trying to decide if I want to do this red, this post, and paint it red. I think we should because I feel like it's going to balance out our project. I love your Samsung Galaxy. Yes, I did too. Absolutely loved it. Did not really want to switch, but then I got an iMac computer, and then the people at Best Buy were like, yeah, if you can airdrop your photos from your phone to your computer. I was like, what? I need this. He was like, yeah, and you can do that with your videos too. And I was like, oh, stop. Okay, I need that. So that's why I switched to an iPhone, because we have all of our computers and phones are iPhones here at work. I like that better. I like that the post that connects our barn is red. I think it's really cute. Okay. All right, we're gonna get to this at some point in time. Let me clean this. Also good for cleaning your paintbrushes too. The acetone. I don't really have any water out here. Have I seen your craft kits? I don't know who said that. I've been watching in the Facebook group, the On a Budget Crafts, and I've seen a bunch of people's craft kits. Okay, that's good. Let's go ahead and put this aside. All right, so now, where's that toothbrush I had? I had a toothbrush out here to like do the little speckly snow. You need to put the lights yellow. I don't want yellow in this because I don't have like, I don't like yellow lights. So we get bright white LED lights for our house and our trees. I don't like the yellow lights. So I'm going to just keep it popping with some white. It's good for me. You could do yellow lights if you want to. You could do multicolored, whatever you like. Okay, so we're going to do Christmas white. It's going to be white right there. Really want it to pop, okay? So let's stain it brown. Let's get our brown. And let's go over it just like this. Then we'll wipe back that excess. I'm doing this, I just don't want the lighter color underneath. I want it to be darker on the underside. So I'm going around. I'm just going to wipe back that extra paint. And there's acetone on here, but it's fine. It's not going to remove it like an eraser. Okay. That's good. All right, let's dry this. I want it to be bold. Oh, I ordered the B7000. It will be here on Sunday. You love multicolored lights? I don't. I think they're fun, but I don't prefer them. But that's not saying that you can't prefer them. You totally prefer them. Thank you, Stacy. I appreciate that. And like I said, this is how I'm doing mine. You can do yours however you want to do yours. If you ordered this kit, it's completely up to you how you want to do it. Like, there's no rules. Do it your way. I'm loving it. And then the next thing we're going to do is our stand. And I'm just going to do it kind of neutral. You know, cute. Said about the one-time Christmas box. Enjoyed doing them. So excited. Yes, I love that. What's up, Danielle or Taylor or somebody with Bella Barnes? My friend. Girl, I saw your spindle tree. Stop it. So stinking cute. Danielle is the queen of spindles. I don't know if it's Taylor or Danielle, but I'm pretty sure it's Danielle. She's the queen of spindles. I like the faux spindles. I'll do like the faux spindles. I'll do the laser cut ones that I have to make look like spindles. But she is the spindle queen. Love it. Love. Danielle, Taylor is oh, that's right. I forgot. Taylor is. Taylor is. Well, hello, Danielle. I'm so glad to see you. Thank you for popping in and saying hi. Actually, I saw that you were watching. You didn't even say hello. But it's okay. Oh, gosh. Taylor, I don't know how people go to bed early. My husband goes to bed early, too. I'm like, what is this in your DNA? I do not have that in my DNA. My sister April is the same. She is like, go on to bed. Yes, Heather Cole, she is. Someone won $2 billion in LA. Oh, the amount of craft supplies. Oh, right. Well, good for them. Good for them. That is so fantastic. Okay, we're going to stain these. And then we're going to work on our stand. Good for them. I don't know who won, but in LA. That's awesome. Isn't that like a record for the lottery? Is that the record? Everybody here's in bed but you. That's my house. I'll be popping popcorn at like 1 a.m. Yep, one lotto winner. Yep. Well, their life has been forever changed, and I hope that they get a financial advisor. That is the one thing I was always told is, like, if you ever win the lottery, you want a financial advisor, like, on speed dial. Do things that are smart. You're a night owl. 89% of the time. Troy is in the metal shop. Is he out there cutting? Oh gosh. I'm glad you got your machines back up and running. I was just kind of like, what's going on? Super cute. You've always been a night owl. Me too. And you know what sucks is being a night owl when you have kids. Because you're like, they're going to be so early to rise, but I am not. I just can't do it. I can't. I've tried. I try to be the responsible adult. And the husband is downstairs playing the new guitar he got. Oh, that's cool. So Caden, I want to get him remember when I was telling you guys about like Christmas? By the way, I got to meet Troy, Danielle's husband. He is super sweet and so fun. Very funny. Love his personality. He came to Mastermind with Danielle and he was just so fun. You can't move the comments. There should be a little drop down arrow or you can swipe them. That should work. But anyways, what was I saying? I was saying something. Y'all, I swear my internet's gonna get fixed. Well, or my phone. I still believe it's my phone. Because Michelle has no problems. But I was saying something. I don't remember what I was saying. See, this is what happens. I don't remember what I was even saying. Alright, so I'm going to paint these letters white. Just like so. Can't swipe right. Oh yeah, I met someone I met Danielle's husband at Mastermind. Oh, Caden for Christmas. Yeah, so remember how I was saying I want to get him a computer so that he can like set up like an audio like thing to like, I think he wants to do like voiceover stuff, but he needs a really good microphone. He needs a good computer to like do like it's like I don't know what it would like production, I guess is the word. Like audio production and editing and like equalization and just whatever. But when she was talking about the other Kara was talking about guitar, Caden wants the Machine Gun Kelly guitar for Christmas. Pretty sure it's the expensive one. Now, that's a lot to ask. However, Caden does have a birthday coming up in February. And I'm like, that's a pretty pricey birthday present. But he wants that. He loves Machine Gun Kelly, you guys. Some of y'all are going to be like, oh, he is questionable. Let me tell you something. If you can stand the language, okay? If you can stand the language, which sometimes I know, it's like, girl, don't do it. Listen, I'm telling you. I'm just going ahead and telling you. If you can stand the language, watch the Machine Gun Kelly documentary. I am not even kidding you. I watched that whole thing, not because I like Machine Gun Kelly, but because I could not relate more than I could to him watching that documentary. The things that he would say, like, not that I struggle with things that he was struggling with, but just being like business minded or trying to be good at something, trying to feel accepted, or that you've accomplished something that makes your family proud of you. Like, I could so relate to his story. And his dedication is outstanding. Talk about somebody chasing a dream. That man right there. Heather, it was such a good documentary. It is so eye-opening to people who are entrepreneurs. If you're an entrepreneur, you need to watch that, because you will 100% relate to that man. I was just like nearly in tears. You got to watch it. You got to. True story, documentary, Machine Gun Kelly. And I don't really listen to his music. But it was good. It was good. All right. Letters are done. You can learn a lot from other people. You have your anniversary badge. I love it. So there's new badges that Facebook's put out. One of them is a top engager. Supporter badges, which we don't have supporters yet. I've been thinking about doing a supporter badge for people to get a discount to my shop. And so I thought about that. We talked about that at Mastermind. Ways that we could utilize our supporter badges to give back to our communities. Is if they're a supporter, they get a special coupon that they can apply in the shop to save money. So, here is our sign. Okay, so I got my letters done. I'm going to move this aside. And I'm going to, I think I'm going to go ahead and sand this, maybe. Let me see if I can find my toothbrush. I feel like it was here and then it just disappeared. I feel like it was here. What the heck did I do with it? I remember sticking it in this bucket. I don't know how you check the badges. Someone needed your toothbrush more than you did. Did you think that gray should be black instead? No, I don't think it should be black. But I think it should be snowy. For sure. So I'm just going to use a regular paintbrush and I'm going to cut the bristles down. I'm going to just cut this down. Tammy, I did not look and see what the difference was in the E6000 and B7000. Don't know. But I ordered it to find out. I'm going to go cut these off in the trash can. Give me a sec. Okay, so I cut my brush down like that. I'm going to sand this a little bit. Just a little. I feel like it's just a little too dark. Let me check it. That's better. That is so much better. I like that much better. All right, so we're gonna take and get our brush a little wet. Just a little. Add a little water to our plate. I'm gonna get our paint a little wet. And we're gonna test it. Yeah, we're just gonna test it like that. So we're just gonna sprinkle snow all around, because I don't know where my toothbrush is, but done. It's snowy. We're gonna dry it, and you can save this if you have to make one for snow in the future, like if you don't have a toothbrush. Works for me. Okay, let's check it. Super cute. Okay, so now let's take our our white, and I'm just going to go around the inside of our frame. It's snowy. It's wintry. I have to sand that down because I got a little extra on there. Let's do right through there. Can fix that too. Let's do the outside. I don't want to add any more paint. I don't want to just be solid brown. We're adding character. Doing a little extra. Okay, that looks so messy, but we're gonna sand it. Give it a little sanding. So it's got a little distress, like a whitewash a little bit. I like that so much better. I just think it's making more sense this way. Okay, when we're done, we'll go around our edge and clean up that edge and make it a little snowy on the outside. Okay, so now that we've got that, let me do a little extra, because I am extra, and you probably are too. Maybe you're not, but of course I'm extra. So I'm just going to go and do a little black along our snow. Just kind of at the bottom, a little there, kind of create shadows. And then under our barn, like right there, on the doors, just a little bit. All right, now I do need to fix what I just messed up, which is the tree trunk right there. And then I'll sand that out just a little bit. I just made a little, let's try to match it. Okay, it's looking a little bit better. All right, so I feel like that's pretty good. Did a little black. All right, let's line this up. So we've got holes, we need to line them up. And I'm gonna glue this together now. I need glue. My glue gets crunchy, I just use some pliers to twist off the crunchy from my super glue, because it can get crunchy, because I'm really careless. All right, we're gonna start gluing this on. I'm gonna go all the way around for this because I don't want the sides to like stick up. I'm gonna do our trees, do a couple lights, do that, get that there, our edge, and then we're going to line this up before it sticks too much. So, oh no, come on, come on, come on, come on, there we go. Here we go. So it's all stuck now. And you can see through our holes. This is where we're gonna hang it. Now let's put on our Christmas in the sky. Just like so. Oops. So Christmas, it's backwards, but we'll fix it. I'll flip the camera if I can. Now we're gonna do Tree Farm at the bottom. I love how it pops. So let's see how we want the Tree Farm to go. Tree Farm. F-A-R-M. So the M will go there. TREEFARM. You just kind of look at your distance on each side. It doesn't have to be perfect. Good night, Nancy. All right, we're gonna glue them on. Y'all, as soon as I go to push it down, my hands start shaking. I'm not left-handed though either. These are. And then the T. Tree Farm. Let's do the M. And then our stand won't take too long, but at least we'll do them together. And you guys can see what it looks like. And I'll take photos because I know the video is super blurry. I should have recorded it with my camera instead of watching there. So Christmas Tree Farm. Okay. Now, scooch all this aside. We're going to do our beads on a hanger, maybe. But we're going to do our hanger in a second. So we'll come back to this, but that is our sign. Y'all, I don't know what the heck is wrong with my internet or my phone. It's super obnoxious. Okay, so next, let me go ahead. We're doing it brown and white. You haven't seen Patsy on in a while? I haven't either. But people get busy too, but our Facebook's notifications have been really crap. I'm not gonna lie about that. All right, so put this in the trash. Let's put this in the trash. And we're going to start our stand sign, our sign stand. So this is the Christmas Tree Farm sign. I'm going to set that over there. And we're going to take two of these because it's a little bit larger. Love, love, love. Well, thank you. And I'm going to tape it so it doesn't go anywhere. So I like to use my paper underneath for as long as I possibly can. Okay, so this is the large stand, sign stand. It's pretty big. I think it's really cute. And this is for the 9-inch signs. This is a mega bag because this is the ones we just use for a lot of things, so repurpose it. Okay, so you have your stand back. You have your stand face. Okay. And it will go like so. And I'll spin this around so you guys can see. And then this will go on like this. And then this is your back brace. So the brace on the back, the curve goes curved this way. And then you just will glue it to the back and it will help it not to like lean or whatever. It'll also help this not to want to bow with the weight of a sign, because sometimes that can happen. So that is your support for this larger stand, okay? That's how that goes together. So this will do momentarily. But our sign stand itself, okay, scooch it back because it's taller, has multiple pieces, okay? So this will go like at the bottom. This goes here. This one goes here. Then we've got this plate that goes here or here. You could turn it whichever way you want. And then you've got two little spacers. And then you will have your front. Okay, that's how it goes. And we're just going to do it in a really neutral finish, okay? So I'm going to sand this real quick. And then I'm going to stain it. We're going to kind of dry brush paint it. We're going to distress it and make it really cute. I want this to be a lighter color, although you could just do brown if you want. Brown's more of your thing, or another color. I want it to be neutral for other signs that I want to put on here, so that's why I'm going to do it neutral. Good night, Melissa. I know we're doing late night crafting tonight. Almost looks like a nutcracker. Does it? Isn't it crazy the things that we see? That's fun. So fun. So this is going to go in my entryway. Let's do the front. Really simple, unless you want to do something a little extra. You could decoupage it. It's kind of up to you. All right, so we're going to dust it. Dust these. This one, and this one, and this one. Okay, so like I said, we are going to stain this brown. I'm going to spray a little water. Wipe it with the wipe. And we're going to do all of these brown. So I'm going to wipe them, kind of get them prepped for stain. Today I picked up 2 extra of the little Dollar Tree weeding tools. They really come in handy for the score lines. Like the little marks, the lines that are marked. Okay, so burnt umber. Make it look like a lamppost. I think it's supposed to look like a staircase spindle, like a post. But, I mean, I think it's just really fun. So let's go ahead and I'm going to add the water to my wipe. And some paint to here. I just don't want to get it on another plate. And we're going to stain the whole thing brown. And I'll show you what it looks like brown. That way you can kind of decide if you want to just do it like a wood tone. That'd be cool. Okay. So there is brown on that. And this one, like I said, we're doing a white wash. This would be really cool if like a gray color too. It chippy, a crackle. We have options. All right, let's dry this. And then we're just gonna dry brush over this. Candy cane stripes, Amy. Yes. Yes. I did make a snowman head, I believe. It'll probably be on my blog. I'm pretty sure. I think I did. Maybe it was a scarecrow I made. This is 280 degrees. I'm trying to dry it pretty quick. Smells like a campfire in here. Smells like sweater weather. Okay, so let's get us a brush. And we're going to whitewash this. Just gonna put the paint right on the paper here. I'm gonna need more than that, for sure. Reminds you of a dentist tool? Oh gosh, that's funny. That's really funny. Okay, so we're gonna go sideways with this. Like I said, you could do the chippy too. So it looks like that. Go ahead and do our sides and the bottom. We won't see that, but we'll do it anyways. Okay, so that one's done. We'll come back to that. All right, we're gonna do this one. So I'm gonna do mine like this. Yeah, like this on here. So I'm gonna do it going this way. And then I'm going to go the opposite direction. Kind of like a crosshatch maybe. So this is the plate that goes on first. And then I'm going to take that tool from the Dollar Tree. And I'm going to go around these lines really quick while it is still wet. Just like that. So it looks like that. Let's do our sides. Sorry for the blurriness, you guys. We're gonna do the Merry Christmas car probably Friday, or maybe we'll do it Saturday or Sunday. Sorry, Sunday. And I'm gonna try to do some power crafting this week. So maybe tomorrow afternoon we can craft something in the daytime. That way I can kind of get some of these examples done, but I can just record them and upload them. Some people don't like the live videos, and I get that. But I think I like doing the live videos because people see what to expect and they're not surprised. Like, they can see in real time. Okay, let's go around. I'm just setting them aside. All right, we're gonna do the same thing with the circle that goes on the front. I'm gonna go this way, and then I'm gonna go the other way. Like I said, like a cross hatch. And then mark out the line. Do our edge, and we'll do our background there. It's gonna be super cute. So this is the 9-inch sign, the Christmas tree farm. This is the large stand. Make bells. I made bell characters. I can make some bells. I've got a request for mini, like somebody asked for mini reindeer, like see, I got super glue on my finger. I'll show you how I get it off here in a second, because I did get super glue on my hand. We've got some requests. People are asking for ornaments. I didn't think that people would want ornaments, but apparently after we did our Christmas box, everybody's like, are you going to offer ornaments? I was like, what? Ornaments? And we're like, yeah, ornaments. I mean, I can put some ornaments. Let's just see. So we're going to go this way. And then go down. We're going to sand that. We're going to go down like this too. So this, I'm just finding directions, like whichever way I want this to go. And I'm trying to remember that there's also pieces that will go on here. But I kind of want it to look like this has some character at the top. That makes sense. Okay. So then we're going to go back this way. And I'm going to do this long ways. So up and down the length. And I'm just picking up off of my wax paper. And my brush is not like drippy at all. Connie says she's going to be back in a second. We'll miss you, Connie. I want this to look old. Sorry, it's getting away from me. What size stand would you use for the Stranger Things? The 9-inch or the 5-inch? The 9-inch goes on this one. I think I already sent you that. Maybe it was somebody else that I told that to. Somebody else asked me what size stand for the Stranger Things. All the 9-inch stands go on this one. It's the large. The 5-inch goes on the medium or the mini. Now I'm going to go over what I already painted this way. So it's looking like that. All right, let's go on our edges. Yeah, this is the large, but it's not for the 15-inch. This is for the 9-inch, and I'll show you why. This is for the 9-inch ones, but you could probably fit a 10 or maybe even 12 on here. Don't want to get any more white. Okay, so let's dry this. Doing one coat. I think that is more than sufficient for this. Okay. What did she say about you could use for a frame to hang on the wall without buying expensive frames? I like to go to Goodwill and get frames, if I'm being honest with you. Brenda, we've been here for 2 hours and 31 minutes and you are just getting notified. That's hilarious. Facebook. Yes, 5-gallon paint sticks or Jenga blocks, or you could use honestly, it's an 18 by 13. You can buy the Dollar Tree canvases, and you can take their frames apart and use the wood pieces to make your own frame. That might be something to think about. All right, we're gonna do our stand next. We'll come back and we'll sand all of this at the same time. All right, so stand here. And I'm going to do the stand the same as my sign. And then I'm going to decide if I want to do beads on my hanger or if I just want to do twine of my sign, because I didn't put a hanger on yet. All right, let's add a little water. Some brown. The stand in the center will cover this up, but I want to do my edges. Just like that. Vicky, we made the cutest. This is a craft kit from the shop, but this is the 9-inch Christmas tree farm, and this is the large stand that goes with that you would hang it on. So that's what we're crafting. And then I showed everybody our interchangeable scale with the inserts. It's super cute too. And we're going to be doing that tomorrow, because that one was highly requested. We've already sold a ton of them to people who are going to be giving them as gifts. I believe one lady bought 9 so that she could give all of the ladies in her family for Christmas. She's going to give them personalized. She's going to paint them personalized for each person's decor and their kitchens. I thought that was a really fun, just a super creative, thoughtful gift idea. So just something to consider. That's just, it's that time of year to come up with something unique. All right, we're going to do our base. So we're going to go sideways with this. And then we're going to come back this way. We're mostly going to see the edges, so I just want to concentrate on the edges for sure. And you can kind of set this on top and see how it's going to look. So I think I'm going to leave that like that and go around. Just like that. Okay, let's do this one. Now this is going to show more of the top than the bottom side does. Spin it. Kind of streak it like that. That's a little too much, but that's okay. And go around the edge like that. I'm sorry it took me so long to do this one. I know some of you guys were waiting to see like how to do the stand. My goal is next year, as we move to the new year, that I will be able to have a completed example and still do them live, like recraft it. But if I recraft it, it would be done in a different way. I did not see the eclipse this morning. It was really overcast here, so I didn't see it. I wish I had. Let's go ahead and dry these. I feel like this needs a little more paint. Do a little more white. There we go. Didn't know. It's foggy. Yeah. Okay. I can always feel when I'm sliding off my chair. All right, so let's sand this. That's good. My paint's kind of a little wet still. So the bottom is looking like that. Kind of just like a weathery distress. Like I said, one coat of paint. I feel like it's more than enough. That is our little button portion of the front. This is the little plate that goes on the back, or the front, but it's behind. I'm getting paint everywhere. All right, these are our side trim, like our trim pieces for the top. Again, I want them to be more weathered because they're raised off. So they're gonna probably have the most weather And this one as well. Okay, and then our stand. And I'm going to go along the edges. I'm going to go up and down. Where the piece meets here, I'm going to sand along the underside of that and above. On here and above. And then the top portion, I want mine to look really oldish. All right, let's dust it. We can start assembling this now. So this piece here goes right here before the bigger portion here. And I'm just going to glue it right on to there. And kind of stand it up, make sure that everything's kind of flush. And then I can kind of come back and add a little extra. All right, let's do the next piece. Hold it. And it's going to go on this portion right here. And we're going to stand it up and make sure that it is lined up as well. And then we can come back with our sandpaper. And start adding character to it. Once you get it on, you can add a little more dimension. So I'm gonna sand like around this little underside and kind of like add a little extra character here in the corner. Kind of like right through here. Just kind of like that. I use Gorilla Super Glue Gel. It kind of does look like a candle too. All right, so here is the base that I'm going to be attaching. So it's going to go on right here. I'm just going to add some, I'm going to make sure we add enough glue because this is where our sign is going to hang. And so I just want to make sure that I'm putting it towards the top, okay, in the middle, and then I want to make sure it sticks real good. like real good like. Okay, so right there. Now we're going to add our spacers, which are these, and I'm going to paint around the edge because I'm not going to paint these because they are going to be sandwiched in, but I do want to paint the edge of them. Wipe off the excess glue. And then I'm going to paint with the white paint right through here. So you'll see that. And you're kind of looking from the side. All right, so we're going to add glue to this. And it's going to go in the center of this piece. Okay, I'm going to stand it up just to make sure we've got it right in the center. And hold that, and then this is going to go on the front of this. Just like so. Which is our button in the middle. It's where we're going to hang our twine from. So you can see this, it now has a distance for you to put your twine hanger on there. Just like so. And you can come back and add like little darkness to this, which I probably will. When I get done putting this together. Okay, so now we're going to attach the bottom because all those pieces are done, and this one's going to go on last. Go ahead and sand that. Because we're going to attach this after our base is on. Okay, so let's go ahead and do this. So this is the top, and decide which is, you know, where you want it to go. Kind of center it on here and push it, let it dry, just kind of like so. And then this is the bottom, and then our sign will go on the stand like so. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this glue in here. And I'm going to glue onto this back, onto the front, and then we're going to wait for it to kind of take, and I left a little bit of a slide here so that you could squish your glue around, just so it can start to take shape and stick. Sometimes the movement for friction helps. And then I'm going to paint the back of this kind of after we get it assembled, but this goes inside the back, so get it to where it's kind of, don't put this in the groove yet, just get it to where it's square. So just set it on top of your stand on the outside, get it to where it's flush and square, and just let your stand sit like that, okay? Just to kind of take hold. But if it's not square and it's leaning, you'll have that problem when you go to add this on. So you can kind of see that it's not really going anywhere, but it's still got movement. So if you go to hang a sign on it, it's going to want to lean. So attaching it to this is going to keep it from kind of leaning forward if you add a little bit of a heavier sign or something like that. So this is really going to help create some stability for your sign stand, okay? So now I'm going to attach said brace to the back of our sign, glue all the way up, glue on the sides, at the bottom, in the little hole, just to make sure. And then we're going to face it towards us and stick it in, and we're going to try to get it as straight as we possibly can, right in the center of our stand. And then I'm just going to hold this. Vaseline for chunks out. Amber does that a lot. Yeah, sure. And then I'll just give this a quick whitewash on the back, and then it'll feel more finished all the way around instead of doing like the whole back thing. But we're just making sure that this is attached solid. Okay, so now that we've got that pretty straight, now we're going to attach the bottom. Now I'm going to distress this along here, just so we can add a little more character. And then come across this. I over sanded just a little bit. So it's starting to look like that. Okay, and that's going to go at the very bottom. And we're going to attach this right there in the center. And then towards the bottom as well. And then it's going to go on the front. I'm going to face it towards me so I can attach it. And then just kind of get it lined up in the middle. Thank you, Marty. I appreciate that. So now our sign stand is pretty good. I'm going to, like I said, I'm just going to quickly do the back. If I epoxied something, I have. We've done epoxy in the Creative Haven. I don't believe I've done it on my page. We've done it like, but I typically don't like to do that. I don't know. I'm not really an epoxy person. But I know it's for some. It's not something that I typically do. But we've done it. That was one of our very first projects that we did in the Creative Haven, was to do like a resin epoxy thing. It was fun. I used glitter. Yes, I did. And I'm not a glitter girl, but it was fun. We've done paint pours. I'm not saying I wouldn't do it again. I don't know. I'm more of a let's paint. I'm a let's paint kind of girl. Let's paint stuff. Let's hot glue things. You bought epoxy? Now we've done the acrylic, the resin. We've done the resin molds. We did those, and we poured the quick set resin, I believe it is, to do molds that we attach to a metal Dollar Tree container. I love doing containers. Like I always try to do like containers in the spring because I feel like I get a fresh new containers to use throughout the year to like put plants in and stuff like that. So usually in the spring I try to do like reusable stuff that like that. So this is the back. This is the front. Now we're going to decide what we want to do about our hanger, which I think I just want to do a twine. And then I'm going to show you how to get this super glue off with that. Let's go ahead and clean up this because we got a bit of a mess. Okay. So, oh, I just put my fingers in the wet paint. Let me dry this on the back. So this is very neutral, and I can bring me some shadowing with some brown paint. Maybe a little like rub and buff type of thing. But now it won't bow. So this is our sign that's going to hang here. And I'm just going to do twine. Although I think beads would be super cute. I don't really want to thread them though. I'm going to check and see. I'm going to see what I want to do. Give me just a second. I have decisions to make. I want to see what size bead will fit on the hanger. Like the little opening. That bigger one doesn't fit, so it's going to have to be the smaller. And I don't think I'm going to like them. They're tiny. I don't think I'm going to like it. They're extra tiny. But it could be cute. That could be really cute. I don't think I want to do them. I'm not going to do the beads. Oh gosh. You getting the hurricane? I'm really sorry. How about beads on the frame? I don't know. Like on this? Yeah, you could do beads on that for sure. I just really don't want to do beads. Okay, so now I need to see how long I want this to be. To hang it on my hanger. That's really cute. but I tied it too tight and I can't undo it. So I'm going to redo this. Make it shorter, just a little bit shorter. Sorry. Okay, that is so much better. All right, so I can't win for losing. One way it's tight, one way it's not. Come on. I wonder if I can undo the knot on this, because I just need it to be a little bit further. Thought I had better judged my spacing. Here we go. Just a smidge. A little bit more. Just a little bit more. Here we go. I think that's good. Let's try that. Much better. Okay, let me show you. And then I'll cut my twine off. And then we'll add our little shadowing on our stand. Okay, let's glue this. My glue gun is not wanting to like push my glue. I think it's broken. There we go. All right, so the last thing I'm going to do is add a little bit of brown. A little bit of brown. Let me get me a plate with a little bit of water. Okay, let me show you. So a little bit of water on a plate. This has got black, but I think I can add a little bit of brown and kind of do just a little. Come on. So we're going to add a little bit of water. So we're going to take our brown. And a little tinge of black. So it's going to be like a black brown. It's going to be more than a black brown. Need some wax paper. So we're going to want to create a little bit of a watercolor for this. So this way you can kind of see that it's going to be kind of transparent. So the water is here with the paint and it's kind of translucent and it's kind of watery. So all we're going to do is take that where it's kind of smoky like that, and we're just going to go around and add a little bit of dirty grime to our stand. That way it looks like it's faux broken. And then we can go kind of around our edges. gross. If you don't like gross, don't do it. I do. I'm gonna follow the lines, kind of where, I don't know if you can see where it's starting to have some character, and it's water and paint kind of makes that faux water colored stuff. I don't know what it is, y'all. I make up stuff as I go, honestly. I'm gonna do the edge. Could do this with, like I said, rub and buff. Wax. It's like an alternative to wax. Just finishing it off so it feels more done. Okay, so let's do the top and then we'll kind of work ourselves to the middle. So I'm going to go right in that little area. Like there. It's kind of gross at the top. Actually, it's probably a lot gross because it's been handled a lot. Just kind of creating a faux weathering. Faux dirt. Faux dirt, faux real. Around the edges and that little area where we sanded. We're going to come around. Like that. Around this. So it's looking like this. See how just adding a little bit of like the watery darkness adds, it's not so, it's distress, but now it has distress with character and depth and cuteness. The faux real, yes. And if you look at my paper, it looks like watercolor. It's just, I used to do this with Dixie Belle paint. I would water down their paint and kind of like add a little smokiness. And I used to use my brush right here to do that. And I just kind of stopped when I stopped using Dixie Belle because I just can't support, I just can't. After they took my stuff and used my photos on Pinterest, I just couldn't. Like, long story, but I just can't. And then they acted like it was no big deal. Yeah, it was a big deal. Okay, we're gonna go around this plate. I have a bunch of Dixie Belle paint, but I stopped using their paint. I love it, but I just don't. I was really sad. All right, so we're basically gonna go up and through here and just create little bits of character. Through some different, just kind of swooshing. If the signs that we're gonna use to hang on here, or I'm going to use, are gonna cover a lot of this up, but it's gonna balance out the distressing, even if I just wanted to use this as a post and didn't put a sign on it. Like if I'm in between signs or I don't really know what I want to use, like this is going to be really cool to just kind of be a post to decorate with. Let's go around our edge of our little knobby thing. So let's do the plate and then we'll kind of be done. And if you feel you added too much, you can always just add some white to bring it back. So this is looking really cute. I want to add just a little bit extra. To my knobbish area. Now that I can kind of see where it's taking shape, kind of focus a little bit more on the grime. It's really just that, like, in the eye of the beholder, really. The top has got an extra little bit of dust. Sand that just a little. I got a little extra, too extra. Okay, so there's the top. There is like our knob. I feel like right here needs a little more, you know, it's that flat raised area that collects the most dirt. For me. Feel like it's good. All right, and then right down here at the bottom, we're going to finish that off. It's a little bit more of that richer, darker, because we had to kind of start somewhere. And we're just going to add a little bit more shadow. And then a little bit right through there. It's all an illusion. I think that's pretty good. I don't know what you think. I think it's pretty good. Let's do just a little smidgeroo right there. Ha. And then right underneath. I know it'll be covered, but I feel like it's good. I mean, I could just keep griming this thing up for like hours, because I could just keep making it more and more realistic. but you see how it's done. That's why I do these live, so you guys can see. Like, it's super messy. I'm not even like, there's no precision to it. It's so, in a way, it's so amateur that most people think that it's so much harder than it is to get these really distressed from a distance. You would never know that this is literally not what it is. We're magicians. We are magicians. We show are. So again, this could be really decorative on its own. If you're like, I don't do the signs, put you a cute little post out. Just layer it. It's so fun. Let's do a little, see, we could just completely get carried away with ourselves. Water and Dollar Tree brushes. A little bit of like, right about there. It's so good. It's so good. All right, now let's put our sign on. I could probably do the sign the same way. Okay, I probably could. In fact, just because I'm so extra. I'm just going to do a little. Just gotta do it. We're not looking for perfection here. We are looking for cute home decor that can fool our friends. Okay, I'm gonna flip my phone around so you guys can see this, but I think it's stinking fantastic. I love it. Ooh. Stop it. See what I did to the barn? And then right under the trees, just added a little of that. I added a little bit of like shadow on our light bulbs. On our word Christmas. It's a starry, foggy night. That's our post. I'm gonna move around. Sorry, I will take photos. I know it's super blurry. My apologies yet again for the unprofessionalism of this, but this is our sign and our stand. So we will reuse this stand. I will reuse this stand for all of my signs. So this is very neutral, and all the signs that I make right now, we have 4 of these Christmas ones. We will have some everyday ones that I'm working on, and I just think that it is super cute. So let me move this over and show you. So sorry, like I said, about the blurriness. I'm not really sure how I am so blurry, but here we are with a little cute cute, cute. So this is our, and I'll take a photo like I said. I know that this is not the greatest quality video, and I do apologize again, you guys. But this is our post. Let me take off the sign so you can see. Sorry, I'm one-handed. This is the bottom. Okay. Kind of has a chippy, weathered look, even though we didn't chippy it. And then that dirty, grimy needs cleaned. And I probably could sand out some of these harsh lines, but I'm going to leave it because I just feel like it gives it a little bit of extra character. But our sign's going to hang mostly right there. But if I wanted to just use this, I could put it kind of back there. And I could add, like even if I wanted to do a birdhouse, like y'all, it's just a little cluster of cuteness. And it doesn't have to have a sign. So it's a sign stand, but it could just be on its own. Okay. But we're gonna put our sign back on. Okay. And I'm gonna take a photo and I'll show it to you guys. So this is the Christmas tree farm. I'm gonna do the Merry Christmas car, the big car on the big 9-inch, and then we've got a Joy to the World, and we have just a joy, a very simple joy. But these signs can also be attached to like a wreath. We could put it in the center of a wreath. Really cute. You don't have to put it on this, but I thought, man, I wanted to do something that was kind of interchangeable. So this, you can purchase this once and then change it out with different ones throughout the year. And it's just a fun way to update like your decor and your home. So I hope you guys enjoyed this extra long video. I knew it was going to take a minute. I also do a lot of storytelling. I talk too much. I showed you our scale. So if you want to get the doodad, the sign, let me show you this one time. Let me just show you this one time. I'm gonna scoot this over. I'm just gonna show you really quick. Just another way you can use this, because I like to inspire you guys. Not that I have all the ideas, but I try to have some really cute ideas. So I'm gonna move this over. I'm gonna shift this little lantern, and I'm gonna hold please. Oh, please. I'm going to try to do this with my hand. Stick that there. And I'm going to move this tree. And I'm going to stick the barn. Stop it! You guys, it's so stinking cute. It is so stinking cute. Okay, let me pull this over here. Okay, let me show you. Let me show you this little like wintry thing. Okay, it's ready. Okay, so I did the little spindles and I put the little house on top. I moved the lantern over here and I did the little post, okay, with the sign. I layered 2 different trees. I put a candle, and then I did the little barn. So all my other stuff that I use is over there. But look at how cute this little... So cute! We can even put the little truck over there. There we go. There we go. Separate that just a little bit there. So fresh. Yo, that's a cereal box. That right there is cereal box. So cute. Thank you, Jane. So, y'all, just be inspired. Have fun crafting. Sandra, I appreciate that. I appreciate it. So, thank you guys for hanging out with me till the next day. I'm going to go home. I will take photos and I'm going to show them to you guys tomorrow. But I love it. I love it. And I, again, apologize for our blurriness. Maybe I'll have my phone soon. I don't know. But if it goes blurry again, I will try to use my iPad. So y'all be blessed. Go check out the craft kits in the shop, and sprinkle this to somebody who has not met us, who is looking for us, and that way we can inspire them. So thank you again. Thank you, Kyla. Do you do a tutorial on the big farmhouse? Big farmhouse? The barn is a Creative Haven project. Joy. Joy. This is from my membership group. I have a membership group where we do like budget crafting. We've been doing that for about 3 years, well, close to 3 years. And I give a supply list and we make these together. And we don't use craft kits for my shop. So something to consider if you're not a part of our Creative Haven. You should go look it up. And if you want to know more about it, go to creativehavenvip.com and you can learn all about it. And oh, our skates. We did the skates last night. So right there is our skates. We did those in the Creative Haven. We do a lot of fun projects in the Creative Haven. So y'all be blessed, and I will see you guys tomorrow.